Hey there, I'm Levi.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome to the ACDelco Garage.
Do you experience excessive bounce when you drive, or maybe your vehicle nosedives when you hit the brakes?
Well, this could be a sign that your shocks or struts are worn out and need replacing.
Every vehicle on the road has shocks or struts, but you probably don't give them much thought.
But did you know that shocks and struts are some of the most important components on our vehicles?
That's right. Now, most people think shocks and struts are strictly used for creating stability and that cushy ride we all love so much.
And while that's part of what they do, it's far from the whole story.
But before we get into just how important shocks and struts are, let's clarify a common misconception. Shocks and struts are not the same thing. They're actually two completely independent components.
The terms are often used interchangeably, and while both components dampen the movement of the spring and stop oscillation and bounce, a shock cannot be used to replace a strut, and a strut cannot be used to replace a shock.
Your vehicle may have shocks, or it may have struts, and some vehicles even have both.
Okay, so now that we've cleared that up, you may be asking, why are shocks and struts so important to our vehicles?
Believe it or not, shocks and struts are critical to safe driving. That's because your vehicle's ability to stop depends on firm contact between your tires and the road, and proper distribution of vehicle weight from front to rear.
So if my shocks and struts are worn out and I apply the brakes, weight from the back of the vehicle is transferred to the front of my car, causing it to nosedive and resulting in compromised contact.
That's right, and you probably don't really notice it because you'll still stop, but the distance it takes for you to come to that complete stop is longer than if your shocks and struts were operating at 100% efficiency.
Here, take a look. It could be an extra 10, 15, even 20 feet further depending on the speed you're traveling. That's extra distance needed to stop just because your shocks and struts are worn out.
And while that may not sound like a lot, when you need to stop fast, that extra distance matters.
And in a big way. So having durable shocks and struts that aren't worn out can help keep you safe on the road.
Okay, so what's the best way to ensure my shocks and struts are operating at peak performance?
Well, you want to watch out for two signs of wear. The first is oil and grime buildup on the shock or strut. This is usually an indicator that the seal housing the oil has deteriorated. A quick check will show this, or at the time of a brake replacement, an inspection can be done.
The technicians at your ACDelco Professional Service Center can handle this for you. To locate your nearest service center, visit ACDelco.com.
Absolutely. And the second sign is excessive tire bounce that isn't dampened by the shock or strut. You'll probably start to notice cupping on the surface of the tire as well, and that's a sign you need to replace your shock or strut.
Tire tread cupping will look almost like shallow ice cream scoops taken out of the tire from wheel bounce. You'll want to replace your tire and your shocks or struts if this occurs. And that's a good practice to get into. If you buy new tires, consider checking your shocks and struts too. When it's time to replace your shocks and struts, look no further than ACDelco.
ACDelco shocks and struts benefit from drawn-over mandrel manufacturing, which is a cold drawing process that creates a uniform, precision product with improved surface finish and tensile strength. This smooth, low-friction surface helps ensure a good seal with the piston.
ACDelco shocks and struts lead the industry with a super finished chrome surface on all products to provide a consistently smooth surface for the seal to interact with. This helps prevent performance issues caused by leaking seals.
And don't forget about the piston valve assembly technology found in ACDelco shocks and struts. It continuously adjusts to wear to ensure that a positive seal in the inner tube reduces seal fatigue caused by dirt and road debris.
And it all adds up to ACDelco shocks and struts.
To locate a part or to find a service center, visit ACDelco.com for more information.
That's all for us. Thanks for watching ACDelco Garage.
And we will see you next time.